vlog. I'm in a bit of a different space today. I'm actually sitting on a very large cushion on the floor. I don't know what that was. That's my leg. On the floor of my spare room. I thought I would do a little bit of a different style video. Actually, probably quite an old school video. I have brought you back into my home, like I used to do in the very early days of vlogging. And I thought today I'm going to do a little video to show you some of my personal fabric stash. I was doing a little look through it last night on Instagram, and well, I was doing it in the spare room, but I was showing some pictures on Instagram, and a few people said they'd love to see more. So I thought, do you know what? I haven't vlogged for ages and ages and ages. Sorry, and thank you for your patience. So to kind of get me back into the rhythm of it, I thought I would do, yeah, a little bit of a back to the old school video and show you some of the little bits that I've got in here. So this is, I mean, you'll probably recognise it. It's an IKEA Kallax unit with all my cubes. I actually have changed these quite a few times, and I love now I've got the wicker baskets and the boxes, which were a little bit more than the standard coloured boxes that you can get with them, but I felt like it was worth it. And I've got a mustard, which is the brand, obviously it's like a greeny colour, but a mustard locker here as well, which I use. This doesn't really have fabric in it. This has got more of my like sewing supplies and stuff, not my machines because they're downstairs, but loads of other sewing related bits. But yeah, when I was looking through the fabrics yesterday, it really is like the fabrics that I have in my personal stash are like a trip down memory lane, all through my sewing journey, through the shop so far. And Satisfaction is going to be 5 next month, and I just felt like now is a little bit of a good time to have a little look at those fabrics that I've held on to since pre-Satisfaction days and more recently. So these are in no order at all. I'm just going to start pulling out boxes and thought I would share them with you. I would love any thoughts or ideas you've got on things I could make with them. If you recognise them from, you know, years gone by when I've shown you them on shop videos, or if you remember me getting them, then yeah, please leave the comments down below. Right, what do we have in this one? Oh, this is all, this is actually not fabric, probably not the best box to start with, but I have got loads of bits like this. I have got so many trims and laces and things. That's actually what a lot of is in here, like all these little bits of rip-rack and trim. Look at that beautiful green one. So I went through a phase where I was thinking I was going to make a lot of plain dresses and then just add things like this to the bottom, but I have just ended up collecting them. I'm a bit like a magpie, anything really pretty. Also, that's funny because I was wearing a ready-to-wear skirt yesterday, which is a simple jersey skirt with a thick elastic waistband, and I was thinking I must make one of these. That is meant to be. Yeah, I think in here it's just like interfacing and random stuff. Oh, bit of an old school one. Sometimes, like I've got loads of old makes that don't fit anymore, and I can't bear to throw them out. They either don't fit or they're not my style, or both. But I can't bear to throw them away. And this is a very screwed up Tilly and the Buttons Patine dress. Remember the Patine? And it's made, oh, it's made out of this Alice in Wonderland Liberty cotton lawn. You'll notice from some of the other things I've shown you, I have a massive love of Liberty fabrics and Liberty prints. So this is actually a dress. I mean, there's enough fabric probably on the back of the top and in the skirt for me to, it's upside down, but look how cute is that little print. For me to make maybe like a little summer top or something out of it. I don't know if I ever will, but I can't bear to give it away or charity shop it or anything, so it stays. Right, what have we got? I can see some Liberty in here actually, so let's have a little look at that as I was talking about this. This, isn't it funny, like I say, how, like for me, so many of my fabrics just hold memories. This is a Liberty viscose jersey that I bought on a day trip to London with Susie, I would say maybe about 7 or 8 years ago. Yeah, probably about 7 years ago. Look at it. I love it. I've probably got about 3 meters, 2.5, 3 meters. I need to make some sort of dress out of it because I would still definitely wear this print. It's lovely quality, obviously it's Liberty, but as yet I still haven't. So yeah, ideas welcome. That was another Liberty. This was a Goldhawk Road find, just a remnant of a Liberty cotton twill. I think, yeah, definitely a Goldhawk Road. I remember that trip. It's actually, I bought this. I think that's probably a photo of me holding it or something very similar. I'll pop a photo in if I can find it. I wrote a post about visiting Goldhawk Road on the blog before I had the business, and it's still on the blog now. I'll link to it down below. And it's had like 150,000, 200,000 views, something like that. Everyone loves a bit of Goldhawk Road shopping. Continuing with the Liberty, so I think this box is basically Liberty. I'm not going to show them all individually because this video will be so long because I do have quite a lot of fabrics, but some of them are just so standout. Now this is a fabric called Emerald Bay. It came in a few different colourways. I made a linden sweatshirt. Again, if I can find the pictures for anything, I will link it. I will put them in from just various makes over the years. But it came in a pink colourway, which I definitely made. I think I made a cocoa dress and a linden sweatshirt out of. Linden sweatshirt all the time. This is the blue and green colourway, which I adore. And I've got it in a couple of fabrics. So this is a very fine needle cord. I think I've got a couple of meters of this. I always thought I was going to make a shirt dress out of it, but I'm not sure now whether that's a bit overpowering, I'm not sure I would wear a whole dress in the needle cord. So maybe I would make a skirt out of it. I'm not sure. But I just love it. The print is so beautiful. And then I've got a few other Liberty Tana lawns. Can't go wrong with cotton lawn. I love cotton lawns. So nice to work with, but they're definitely summery fabrics. That one, again. This one I love and I really want to actually use. I would still wear this. This is like a, what would you call it? Like constellations print in blue. Love those. Couple of shop fabrics in here as well. So this is one of our Rio crepes in a teal that I've obviously nabbed at some point over the years. Same with this chunky needle cord. Those of you that have been following for a while will probably recognise some of these from my Makes and Plans videos, and you can now see the ones I've never actually got around to. This fabric, oh, I love this. This was a fabric from the first couple of years of the shop, and it's an ex-designer dead stock fabric. It's a medium weight jersey, like a ponte, but look at those. It's got skulls. I made a top out of it a few years ago, which I've still got and I still wear, and it's just a simple, very simple Mandy boat tee, which I took in on the overlocker last year, and in fact I nearly put it on this morning. So I still wear that, but I've got 2 meters of this. Because it was designed in dead stock, I could never get any more in once the batch that we had sold. So I'm clinging on to this in the hope that I will make a dress that I will wear out of it again for years to come. And these, lurking at the bottom, these are a pair of culottes. Winslow culottes that I made up in this amazing fabric that we had. It was everywhere, like loads of places had this fabric and it was so popular. I made a pair of culottes which are now too big for me, and basically, because the culottes are pretty much made out of rectangles, just pleats at the top and a little bit cut out of for the crotch curve, there's loads of fabric there, so I've kept it in the hope that again the inspiration takes me. That's a wool blend. Loved those. We had those in loads of different colours a couple of winters ago. I kept that to make a really simple skirt. Yes, I'm not sure whether this video is probably going to be a mix of nostalgic memories of fabrics and what they remind me of, and also just a real guilt trip about the fact that I haven't done the things I've said I'm going to do with them. What else have we got? So up here, yes, this one is a rayon. This was from last summer, so not an old one at all, but again, we sold loads and loads of it, and then the supplier couldn't get any more. So I've kept this. My plan is to do quite a simple shirred dress with it for the summer. So I am keeping that. This I've had for years, maybe like 8 to 10 years. Can't remember where I got it from. It's a super soft brushed cotton, but I just love the colours. It's like a pale blue and pink, and I always said I was going to make a shirt dress out of it because I felt that the checks would lend themselves to that, but as yet I haven't got that far. I think in my head I was planning on the deer and doe bruyere. I was going to lengthen it into a dress. Still thinking. Random piece of Liberty silk. This, I found this yesterday when I was looking through, and this is a really lovely wool. It's 100% wool twill in this beautiful forest green. And when I first got back into dressmaking about 8 years ago, I made up a dress in it, and this fabric came from my nan. When my nan passed away and I cleared out her fabrics, she had probably about 5 meters or so of this. It was still on the bottom. My nan was a seamstress, so there was lots of fabrics that I got from her. It was actually on a roll, sorry, and yeah, so I made a dress up in it. I'll pop a picture up. And then at some point, because obviously it's 100% wool, I very stupidly put it in the washing machine. I can't remember whether it was an accident or whether I thought it would be okay on a wool wash or something. But anyway, it felted. It came out absolutely tiny, tight all over the place. And yeah, it was ruined. So I was so pleased to find that I actually do have another couple of meters here. So one day I'm going to make another green wool dress in my nan's fabric. This is a Japanese cotton gauze from when we first opened the shop. Look. Little gold bees. I love bees. This is blue, and I think I've got 1.5 meters of this, but we also had it in the black when I first opened the shop, and this is another dress that I can't bear to throw away. It's an Avid Seamstress day dress, and I wore this the day that we had the shop launch party, which was obviously 5 years ago now. Again, I don't know if I'll ever cut it up to use it for something else. The skirt is just rectangle, so I could, but I just can't bear to throw it away because it just has really special memories for me. Yeah, little did I know that 5 years later we'd still be going and I'd be sitting on my floor in a completely different house, in a completely different place, with an almost completely different life, talking to you about it like I am now. What else? Oh, I've got quite a few Liberty silks as well, because I went through a phase of just buying. I love them, and I had these visions of these like beautiful drapey silk dresses, but as yet I haven't found anything that I want to use these for, and they are so beautiful that I can't bear to cut into them until I am certain that I'm going to be happy with what it was. This is a really lovely fabric that I got from Lisa Comfort when she did a trip to India a few years ago. Lisa Comfort from So Over It. And again, I've no idea what I'm going to do with it. I was thinking just like a simple skirt. It's quite structured. But I love the colours, pink and green, my favourite colour combo. So that was in there. Yeah, there's a few other, look, another Liberty Silk. I think that's just a metre. I had this one in a couple, in fact, I think that's the same print as the other little bit that I just held up. This is like a satiny silk. The other is a silk crepe. Ooh, again, maybe a little summer top, maybe. That one. Yeah, and then I've got some denims and some other, oh yes, and this one was from that fated Goldhawk Road. I say fated, it's not fated at all. It was just, as I say, I wrote that blog post about it, and we still get hundreds of hits every month on the blog about that post. But this is a Liberty stretch twill, which again, I think I had plans to make a dress out of. This is like a sand wash twill. It's a bit fluffy. It's just a really nice plain solid colour, like purpley navy. And this I actually picked up. We did a swish, a fabric and pattern swap maybe 3 years ago for our second birthday at the shop, and everyone bought loads of patterns and fabrics. Why are these not going to fit in when they've all come out of this one? Everyone bought loads of patterns and fabrics that they didn't think they were ever going to use for themselves, and we put them all out on the big tables, and people picked up things that they liked from other people's stashes. It was really great. And we must do that again very soon. This one, I actually think I thought I was going to make, watch this, this is going to, I think I was planning a jumpsuit out of that one before, but never got around to it. Right, I'm not going to start with that one. So this one, I love. Also, look at the colour of this. This is a rayon from See You at 6. It's got dandelions on it. It is one of the first fabrics that I stocked when the shop opened online only. And I used it on the background of some of the promotion stuff that I was doing for the shop, and we sold hundreds of meters of this. They did a reprint a few months later, and the pre-orders that we got for it, we just couldn't stock it fast enough. I think I've got 3 meters of it because I was so determined to keep some of this fabric from the first ever lot of fabrics that I ever stocked, and I wanted to make a really beautiful dress out of it, and I still do. I still like this print, and this colour really works well for I think nearly every skin tone, and I love it. But yeah, I still haven't got around to it, and also I think it's just that, again, I'm no different to anyone else. Just because I own a fabric shop, I still have that absolutely paralysing fear of but what if I cut into it and I don't like what I make from it? So I'll just keep it as a little folded piece of fabric that I can stroke and touch and look at and reminisce over forever. But I would quite like it to be a dress in my wardrobe. This one, this is actually, we did stock this when I first opened. This is a Dashwood cotton. I went through a phase before I opened the shop though where I just loved wild and wacky quilting cottons, and I think at some point or other I bought this from the lovely Fuzz at Cotton and Candy, Cloth and Candy, she's called, sorry, Cloth and Candy, who has a really lovely like small online boutique fabric shop, And this actually really made me go, oh, because she is closing her shop this week due to personal circumstances. Really, really brave decision. And I found this out and I thought, right, I'm going to make a little tote bag or something out of this, or maybe a piped cushion for the chair that's sitting right behind me in the spare room. They're just little sloths. I love them. So yeah, we did sell that, but I'd already bought this from Fuzz to kind of show support. This next one, this one is I think this is a rayon that we stocked. It is beautiful. It was from a couple of years ago, so not too long ago, but some of you will remember it was a very, very popular one that we stocked. And this piece is very, very special, very sentimental to me, because lovely Sandra, who worked for us pretty much from just after I opened the shop, she chose this and bought it for her personal stash whilst we were at work. And as you know, Sandra passed away, or as a lot of you will know, Sandra passed away last year. And she actually, when she got to the point where she couldn't sew anymore, she passed this over to me and told me to make something beautiful with it. And as yet, I haven't decided what that will be, and I definitely don't want to cut into it until I have, but I do feel like I should honour what she said and make something from it. So I'm going to have a little think about that. I think there's 2 meters here. I think I had thought about making a robe or something, just because then I would wear it most days, in the summer at least, as kind of like a throw over pyjamas, but I don't know if I've got enough for that. So yeah, I'll have a little think. This box I don't think has much more exciting stuff in. This is a fabric we had in fairly recently that I've stashed, as is the plain blue jersey, and then the rest of that box is full of vinyls for my Cricut machine, my vinyl cutting machine, that I really must use. There's that one, and then I'm going to go for this one as well. I'm not sure how long this video is going to end up being. I hope I'm not boring you. It's been ages since I've done a long chatty video. Oh, there we go. There's a few fun ones in here. I was looking at these yesterday. This is a dress. I have no idea how old this is. This is like it's a quilting cotton, I think. Really random print. I think I bought this fabric from someone's fabric stash sale. I'm sure it was. I don't think I bought it from a fabric seller. I think it was from someone that was selling the fabric and I bought it. Maybe Amy, maybe Marie. I can't remember, but I made a dress up in it. It's far, far, far too big, so I've got plenty of fabric, and again I think I'll just make like a tote bag out of it. I always use tote bags for my shopping, and I love the print. I don't think I'd wear it as an outfit anymore, but I do. I think I will cut that up and make a bag out of it because it's lovely. Look, there's cats. So cute. Speaking of cats, because I did go through a phase of being a mad fabric cat lady, I'll pop a picture up. I had this, I think my early vlogs from like pre-shop days are gone off of here now, but there was a fabric, so it's the same as this but a different colourway. It's a sweatshirting, and I made a sweatshirt in it just as like a throw on over the house, like oversized sweatshirt, but it was yellow, and yellow isn't really my colour, but this is the white version, and I've had this in my stash for years. It's French terry, actually. I say it's sweatshirt, it's French terry, but I think it's so wacky and so fun, and I am going to make up another sweatshirt. A couple more random cottons. This one I had for years. I actually think I'd intended to make a dress out of this at some point. I don't really know why or what I was thinking, because I was a grown adult even then, but these are unicorns. But my partner's daughter wants some cushions made out of that, so we're gonna save that, and she's gonna make some cushions. We're gonna make some cushions. Random but lovely. This is like a Duchess satin, and it's got these kind of like I suppose like Audrey Hepburn style print on it. I envisaged that being the lining of a coat many moons ago. Haven't got around to it yet. This is a brocade, and I bought this years and years ago, planning to make a by Hand London Elisa Lex dress. Never got round to it. I think I had to make about 75 bust adjustments to the pattern many years ago, and then they re-released the pattern with some adjustments to the bust, and I never got around to redoing it and getting that done. But I think that would look beautiful as a kind of dressy dress. Yeah, and then I've just got some denims and stuff. This is a lovely one. This is a hand woven iCat. It's a bit like a denim, but not. Really unusual fabric. I've got rid of a lot of my fabrics over the years. I have either taken them into the shop, I have sort of taken them to textiles places and stuff, but the really special ones I just can't part with, like that, I've kept. Same as, I think this will be the last one. Yeah, this is the last drawer. There's a few in here that are quite special. So this is a brocade. This came back from New York with me back in 2019. This is from Mood Fabrics. I did a whole video on this way back when, but yeah, I mean, isn't it stunning? It's like this embroidered raindrops, I suppose, in this beautiful blue. I've got a couple of meters of it. I have absolutely no idea what I would make with it. I think it would make a beautiful, like, going to the races dress, or a dress to wear as a wedding guest. It's a very formal fabric, I feel, and it's very structured. Maybe a by Hand London Anna. Do love by Hand London for a good party dress. That's that. That one was an ex-designer one, very dark and mysterious as Cotton Lawn. That was from New York as well. The most beautiful, sorry about the rustling. This is the Emerald Bay, the Liberty Emerald Bay in silk. This is a very old print, so it took me ages to track this down, but it's another one where I think, oh, I can't cut into it until I know for definite, stroking myself, till I know for definite what I want to make with it, because it's just so stunning. Yeah, a few other, like some of you will recognise that one. That's a fabric from the shop that I've nabbed. Same as, that's a Liberty Cotton Lawn. Another random bits of fabrics from the shop, more Cotton Lawn. That's actually been, that was a dress, but again, don't want to throw it away. This is another Liberty silk. I've only got a metre of this. I'm going to keep this out because when I bought it, I thought about a top, but I'm not sure if it suits, I'm not sure if the pink colourway suits me. I did have the sweatshirting, the Liberty sweatshirting, which I made a linden out of. Again, if I can find a photo, I'll pop it up. So maybe it suits me. I'm not sure. What do you think? I had considered using this to make some pillowcases, which I know is ridiculously decadent, but everyone raves about silk pillowcases and how they're good for your skin and good for your hair, but I cannot bring myself to pay the money to buy a silk pillowcase, especially when I've got loads of bits of silk lying around. That does sound very decadent. So yeah, top or pillows, what do you reckon? It's very creased, but very pretty. And yeah, an early fabric that we stocked. This is a 100% cotton jersey. So there's no like recovery or anything in it. So it needs to be something loose fitting. It's a constellation print. You can see a theme, can't you? And this last one, this is still in here. Oh, another Liberty needle cord knocking around in there. I think I bought that one of the shows many moons ago. This is an Oscar de la Renta lace. How amazing. And it's a pliqué as well, so I'm not sure if you can see. I don't want to open it all out because it'll go everywhere, but it's got like little floating bits on it that are embroidered on in this amazing red. Ooh, I'm just looking in the mirror behind. It is stunning. It's absolutely stunning. And again, I want to make something out of it. I want to make a really beautiful dress, even though I'll probably only go 2 places in my life where I could ever wear it. But the fabric is so beautiful and one of a kind, and just, yeah, I think it was about £35–40 a metre, maybe even more. And in fact, this one I saw, this is from Mood in New York, in case I didn't say. I saw this when I was there buying the other fabrics, and I didn't buy it because it was so expensive. And then when I got back to the UK, I could not forget about this fabric, and I thought, I've got to do it. I've got to do it. And I think they had a small sale or a small discount, and I ordered it online. So even though I just got back from America, I then paid for the shipping. So I should have just bought it when I was there, but it shows me that this fabric is very special to me. I love it. Yes, I think there's probably a few more. I think there's a box down there that I haven't shown you, but I don't think there's anything particularly exciting in it, and I feel like this video is going to be very, very long. But I hope you have enjoyed it. It's something a little bit different, but I hope it also shows you that even though I'm normally showing you fabrics from the shop, I genuinely really do love fabric. I have such a passion for all the prints and the colours and the textures and everything. And as I say, even though I've got my own shop, it doesn't mean that I am any better at actually cutting into the fabrics that I keep. But as everyone always says, buying and keeping fabrics are different hobbies to sewing fabrics, and I'm quite happy with that. I like that I can open up these drawers, have a little feel through, and be reminded of happy memories and happy people and happy times, and they're all very special to me. So, you know, who knows, over the next 10 years, maybe I'll work through some of them. Maybe in 10 years time, they'll still be folded up. But yeah, as I said, I'd love to hear your thoughts or comments or anything that you've seen that you think you would match it to a pattern or you'd do something with. Just drop it in the comments below. I am really going to try, I say this all the time, I'm really going to try and get back into regular vlogging. I've got loads of tips and tutorial videos that I want to do in the studio. So if you're not already, do subscribe, and I will see you again very soon. Have a great week, guys. Bye.